Okay, so in my last video, I spoke about the importance of product research. And product research is massively important. It's how we find these products that are going to help us build an Amazon business. Finding the products is one thing. The next thing you guys need to think about is actually validating your product ideas. So I thought I'd create this video to show you guys how I go about validating a product idea. So like I say, we could find a number of different product ideas, but if we jump in without doing all of the proper research first, we could end up wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. So I'd advise you guys to watch this video all the way through to the end, and you will see exactly how I validate potential product ideas. If you haven't been here before, my name's Nick. Welcome to the eBusiness Boss channel. If you're interested in these types of videos, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications bell. That way, you'll be the first to know about useful videos just like this. And we're committed to putting out useful videos like this every single week. If you've got any questions about anything I talk about in the video, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. I'd love to see if I can help you guys out. Let's get into the video. Guys, welcome back. So if you watched my last video I was talking about viral launch, I was showing you guys how product discovery worked, and I showed you guys how you could actually use this tool to find some hidden product opportunities. So as mentioned in the video, it's all good finding the products to sell, but you need to actually validate those ideas. You need to be as sure as you can that the product you are going for is going to be worth your time and investment. So many people go, right, I found this Amazon product, I'm chucking in $5,000, I'm going to go for it, and 4 or 5 months later, they don't have a business and things didn't work out because they didn't do their research in the first place. Guys, do your product research, learn how to do it properly, but validate your product ideas as well. Please, please don't make the mistakes so many people do. So in the last video, I showed you guys how I use certain filters in product discovery to find the best product ideas out there. So you might remember, if you watched it, if you're a loyal subscriber, and if you're not, why aren't you? You should subscribe. We put out loads of useful videos like this. Please do if you haven't. Biodegradable plates. That was a product that came up that I thought looked really, really interesting. So I'm going to show you guys how, using one of Viral Launcher's tools called Market Intelligence, how they allow you to actually validate that product idea and the useful information it shows you basically. So go through, do your product research, pin any you want. So here you can see biodegradable plates. So just by clicking this button here, it leads you over to a tab I've already opened to just speed things up. So this is the Market Intelligence tool. And as you'll see, according to Viral Launch, it's a 5-star product idea. So really, really interesting. And I mean, some of the numbers here are fantastic. You can see that right at the top, this one here, it's got a red exclamation mark and it says sales outlier. And this means that they've actually removed this one from the average because it's way higher than the others. And one thing, and why I always say to people, validate your product ideas, is with this data, we can quickly see and understand what's going on and why these products maybe are performing so well. So a few of these are vendors. So anyone that says here sold by Amazon, that's Amazon selling it, either themselves or a vendor through the Amazon vendor program. So you can see this listing here doing $142,000 a month that's Amazon. So you're going to find it quite hard to compete with that. Certainly on that level, but there are a lot of FBA sellers that are still doing very, very well. So you've got 5 FBA sellers here in the top 10, and they're not doing too bad. One's doing nearly $50,000 a month. One's doing nearly 30. Good price points, and yeah, guys, this actually looks like a real opportunity. So a column I always like to look at and validate is the sales to reviews ratio. So this opportunity, a lot of these products here have actually got really quite low reviews. You can see 140 reviews, 150 reviews, 153 reviews. I'm looking at this thinking, why am I making this video? And why don't I just go and sell biodegradable plates? No, I'm only joking. I don't need to sell them. But there's some more interesting stuff that you guys should know. So over here, you can see that Viral Launch will actually predict the net profit that some of these people could be making. So they are also saying in the last 12 months, revenue-wise, this FBA seller nearly $500,000, and they're predicting that in the next 12 months that's going to go up nearly $100,000. So it's all good finding these product ideas, but you need to actually validate them. So let's have a look at what they say about the actual market trends. So if you're trying to work out if a product's seasonal, you can use a load of different things, but the best data to go off is Amazon's own data. So although Viral Launch aren't Amazon, they will be plugged into their system and they'll be able to read certain data points, just like Helium 10, just like Jungle Scout. So, but for me, the value of these bits of software is in how well these companies present this information and which data points they're using. So Viral Launch here, they're showing that the estimated sales trend, it's slightly seasonal, this product, but not too much. I would look at this and think this is a hell of an opportunity, if I'm honest. The annual sales trend compared to last year is up 128%. Makes sense. People are becoming more and more conscious about climate and using biodegradable stuff. This best-selling month is August, and you can see here the average review count sort of trend. So it is rising, but it's still an early market. You can see on average it's at 220. So over the course of a year, it's only gone up on average, less than 100. So that is very, very encouraging. You can look at the average price trend. So this is another useful thing to look at because if you've got a product that's going, you probably want to avoid it because it means it's becoming saturated and all the sellers are racing to the bottom. This is also why it's so important to build a brand. So you can make a lot of money selling things that aren't branded, but if you want to succeed in the long term, think about building a brand. So we've got another useful tab here called VL analysis, viral launch analysis, and they give you some sort of more useful information. So they're telling you this looks like a home run. So what they probably would say is, Nick, stop making this video, go and source some biodegradable plates, you lunatic. But I'm saying no. I'm going to tell you guys about it. How about that? Possible monthly sales between 20 to 4,500. They're saying that the number of reviews you're going to need to sell well is between 20 and 100. That's really not much, not especially with those figures considered. So they also add some additional sort of tips and warnings below. So they're saying there are products with a high review rating. So be sure to take your time to source a high quality product. You may want to consider bundling this item. So we'll have a look over on Amazon in a minute, but it looks like a few of the sellers selling here are actually bundling items. So more considerations just to get the juices going. Let's have a look at the cost calculator. So this part is where you can basically work out how much profit you can make on these items. So they've assumed here that we're going to be able to get a landed unit cost. So that is a cost all in of 47 cents. So I think it would be a little bit higher than that. But go onto Alibaba, have a look, start speaking to suppliers and enter what the landed unit cost would be. So you can work out even at $1.50. On average here, we're making over $10 a unit, which is mad. I like any product that will do over $5 a unit. Obviously, the more the better, but let's be realistic where we can. So you can see why this really is an all-in-one tool. You have access not just to the United States, but all of these different marketplaces here, and you're going to save yourself a lot of time and potentially make yourself quite a bit of money. So pretty cool. So let's have a look at maybe one of the ones that look pretty interesting. So FBA, because it's all good using these tools, but you have to go and actually look at the products themselves to make sure you like the look of them. So this one was doing pretty well. You've also got the opportunity here to add some, this is parent and child listings where you can basically add in different variations. So 50 plates, 125 plates, 500 plates. And as you build on your relationship with your supplier, start low and then you can basically start adding on these variations. So build up your confidence and you can create a very, very powerful listing. So yeah, images, pretty basic. I like this packaging. It looks trustworthy. Yeah, they're showing it in use. Yeah, you can see, they know what they're doing. And from here, we could go into this seller's store, try and find other products they might be selling by clicking on this brand here. So yeah, it's a really, really cool tool. I would recommend using it. Finding the product ideas is one thing. Validating them is the next. So yeah, if you want to give Viral Launch a go, you can use the link in the description below. It will save you 20% a month on your monthly cost. And if you want to go for the annual plan, it will save you 40%. So the code's eBossViral. And if you guys do use that or the link, then we will make a commission. So it doesn't make it more expensive for you. It makes it cheaper for you. And we earn a commission. So it's how we keep the YouTube channel, the blog going, and how we keep filling it up with useful content. So full disclosure on that. We always make you guys aware of that sort of stuff. So if you've got any questions about this tool, let me know below. So I am pretty sold on it, if I'm honest. I've got the sort of, full package, and I think it's great. I've also got Helium 10. But yeah, visually, aesthetically, I prefer Viral Launch. I think Helium 10 have got a little bit of catching up to do, although, there are definitely some tools Helium 10 offer that I prefer to use on their software. So I'll be using both bits of software. But I think this is a vitally important tool for you to at least consider using. So guys, thanks for tuning in. If you've got any questions at all, just leave a comment below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's useful videos like this every single week. And if you're taking your growth and your business serious, if you're taking it seriously, then you should subscribe, because you're going to learn a lot. And we almost try and force you guys to get out there and continue to learn. We want to build a community of people like us, Amazon sellers. So yeah, it'd be great to have you in the community. Guys, thanks for watching. There'll be more from us again very soon.